I'm here. I'm her. I'm her. Uh-oh. See if the video is messing up. No. Sometimes it gets all shady. Not shady like shady, but like all looking. Open up this door. Now, whoops. I should act like I'm on camera. All right. So before we start this yoga routine, which is number 106, YouTube Live yoga routine. I'm taking a religion class, and I came across this quote that I want to share. And it's from the book Religion, the Social Context. And the author is McGuire. And it's just the chapter 1, which is the sociological perspective on religion. And it's on page 72. But it's a Buddhist quote. And the quote is by, I don't know how to say the name, I don't think, Kukai. 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 And this is what the quote is. We become Buddha through our bodies. Quoted by Kukai. So this is the two sentences. Let's see. Yeah, two sentences. For example, an early Buddhist teacher, Kukai, taught, we become the Buddha through our bodies. He emphasized use of specific spiritual practices, including disciplined bodily postures, harmonizing sounds, and meditation practices, the end of which was to embody Buddhahood. Sounds like yoga to me. The bodily postures, harmonizing sounds, and meditation practices, which was to embody Buddhahood. So the quote again is, we become the Buddha through our bodies. And it's by Kukai. I hope I say his name right. Or said his name right, not say his name right. So today, I gotta fix my clock. We're gonna do the sun salutations, 2 sun salutations. And that's all we're gonna do. It's gonna take maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It's 30 minutes, 5:30 to 6. So the goal here is to gain the mindset of easiness. So we do the first sun salutation, staying in the poses, stretching more into the poses, and feeling the sun salutation as so-called difficult because it's going to be prolonged. And then after that one, we'll settle in the mountain pose, and then we'll do the second sun salutation, which will be a standard sun salutation, a short one, an easier one, so-called easier. And what will happen, hopefully, and this is how the routine is designed, is to feel like, man, this is easy. And then you gain this mindset of, hey, this is easy. And then you take that mindset off the yoga mat and apply it into the real world, so-called real world, and feel like, man, this is easy. You're driving to work, kind of don't want to go because, you don't want to go for whatever reason, but you're thinking, this is easy. You're at work, this is easy. Well, today is Saturday, isn't it? So you might be at work. So anyway, so let's go ahead and begin. I got to take off my glasses so I can't see my clock. I have a clock right here. So let's go ahead and begin mountain pose. Toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted. No tension in the shoulders or the arms. You're just finding that spot where the skeleton is just standing. So you lengthen up and then let the bones of the skeleton just stand as if you were just the skeleton. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And bring the palms together. Thumbs go to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. It's the first stretch, so just listen to the body. And then exhale, hinge forward from the lower back. And we're just going to fall into the ragdoll. With the ragdoll, the arms are dangling. The head is dangling, so no tension in the arms or the head. Or the neck. Just accept where you are. This is what you're gaining on the yoga mat here. Acceptance. Let the body go where it goes and then accept it. Don't judge it. Let go of judgment. That is a barrier that will prevent the mind and body from becoming one. That oneness of the mind and body is yoga. So no matter where you think you should be, doesn't matter. Let go of judgment. Bring the palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale slowly. Then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Bring the forehead towards the knees. Just do the best you can. Don't judge it. Push all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head, inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself in and down. Let's do two more. Then you arch the back, raise the head, inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale, push all the air out, pull yourself in and down. And again, arch the back, raise the head, inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. Palms to the sides of the feet. Go into the low lunge. With the low lunge, top the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight or arch. Make sure the front knee is not over the toe. If the back is straight, you're elongating, so you're stretching out. If the back is arched, you're scooping, but you're still pushing forward. And just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And I have a bug in my ear. Now, we're going to go into the monkey. So with the monkey, you're going to curl the toes under in the back. Knee stays on the floor. And then you're going to bring yourself up. And with the monkey, arms are up. You're reaching up. You're doing the best you can. The arms can go out. The arms can go parallel. You can look up. You can look straight. Whatever you feel like doing. Now, if this is too much on your knee, you want to get something and put it on your knee. Of course, right? And you're reaching up. And if you feel like you're wobbling, that's okay. That's where you are. You accept it. You're letting yourself know where you are. Not try to judge it like, hey man, I'm wobbling. Man, this really sucks. No, let go of that mindset. Doesn't matter. Accept who you are. That's what we're essentially learning, accepting who you are. Now reach a little higher. And then bring the palms down. Knee goes up, high lunge. Now with the high lunge, the leg in the back is straight as you can get it. The back is straight, reaching out. You could arch, and if you're arching, you're pushing forward. Believe it or not, I'm trying to arch, but I know my back looks like it's not. But this is a mindset too. So I'm opening up. And then I'm not thinking, man, I'm not opening up like I should. My body's not doing what I wanted. Let go of that. Opening up is a mindset. You're feeling opened. If your body's opened for you, then you're opening up. Let go of judgment. It's a barrier. It will prevent you, it will prevent the mind and body from becoming one. If it's too much, just go into low lunge. You don't have to stay in the pose. Just because you commit to a pose doesn't mean you have to stay in it. So you don't say, okay, after 10 seconds, this is getting too hard, but I need to keep on doing it. Let go. Listen to the mind. Listen to your body. Now, right foot goes over to the left side. I'm going to do the pigeon. So with the pigeon, you're going to fall right on top of the leg. You might have to lengthen up some. And the foot is about a foot down from the hand, 12 inches. So fall on top of the leg, get the stuff off your mat. And then here you're just sinking into it. So the hip bones are square. You're reaching out a little bit, falling into it. And you're not pulling yourself down or pushing yourself down. You're just letting the body go where it goes. Again, the mindset here is acceptance. So maybe you're like this, right? Don't judge it. That is where you are. Accept it. And maybe you're doing it perfectly. Still, judgment. Let go of that mindset of judgment. Let go of that mindset of trying to be somewhere and just accept. Be in the present moment. Now, palms to the floor, pushing up, and you're pushing straight up, and you're doing a scoop. So the hip bones are still square, and you're doing a scoop, and you're pushing forward. Just doing the best you can. Again, don't judge it. Settle, accept, and focus on the breathing. Remember, it's all about focusing on the breathing because that is the link that allows the mind and body to become one. Just do the best you can. And just focus on the breathing. And that heightens your awareness, lets you know where the stretch is, lets you know what the so-called issue, like for me, my lower back, I feel it in my right side, but I'm not focused on that. That is another mindset. Not focusing on so-called issues or problems, focusing on the breathing, aware of what's happening, but not focused on it. Now you're going to fall on top of the leg, sinking into it. The mindset is acceptance. Bring yourself back up, pushing up, scooping. So you're going forward and you're pushing forward. The dog didn't bark this morning. He's there because I heard him not yesterday, but the day before. He barked for 100 days straight. Maybe 1 or 2 days he didn't, but And he just stopped. Now you're going to go into the high lunge. Now to get in the high lunge, you're going to bring yourself out of the stretch. You don't want to go from here right into the high lunge because you want to release the stretch. Curl the toes in the back and then get the right foot up between the hands. We're not going to stay here. We're just going to settle here. Use it as a transition pose and then downward dog. Now downward dog, you are pushing into this pose. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, and you're really pushing into this pose now. Arms are straight. Make sure the arms are straight as you can get them. Legs are straight. And if your eyes are open, look at your toes and push towards, or your socks. Maybe you have socks on. Maybe you have shoes on. Just look at your feet or your shoes and push. Now you push into the spot right before you feel like you can't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and accept it. And again, just because you commit to a specific spot doesn't mean you have to stay there. If it's becoming too much, bring yourself out of it. Listen to your body. And if it's not becoming too much and you feel like, man, I need to go a little bit more into it, listen to your body and go a little bit more into it. You're learning to listen, capital L. Now you're going to slide into the upper dog. Drop down to the knees. In the chest, you slide up. You modify this how you have to. So if you want to do the small cobra, you go to the belly, no pressure on the hands. So you're not pushing up, you're using your back muscles. The back muscles are pull muscles. So you're pulling yourself up. The palms are touching the floor, but you're not using them. Or you go to hands and knees and just chill here. Just accept it. Doesn't matter. Or do the cow. Whatever you're doing, just accept it. Or do the upper dog and modify it. Or do it perfectly. But once you're settled, you let go of all that judgment. And you just focus on the breathing. You're going to go back to downward dog, pushing into it. Again, push, push, push. But you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like you can't go any further. Settle there. Accept where you are. And focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Push a little bit more if you can, or not. Listen to your body, but just in case you settled and you can go a little bit further into it, do it. If it's too much, bring yourself out of it. You're still listening to your body. You're not listening to me. I'm just here as a guide. You take what I say and say, hey, I can't do that. That's okay. Then you're going to bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward. Forward diagonally, make sure the front knee is not over the toes, back is straight, or maybe arch. You're doing the best you can, except where you are. Now, if the back is straight, you're reaching out, you're elongating. And if it's arch, you're still pushing forward. Think of the hip bones, get the hip bones diagonal. They're going forward, but a little bit diagonally. Just do the best you can, except where you are. Again, you might be like this. Man, this is too much. Don't think, man, this is too much. Just get there, go nice and easy, settle, and accept. Let go of the mindset of judgment. You're learning on the mat not to judge, learning to accept, and essentially you're learning to accept yourself. That's the goal. That's the objective. Now we're going to go into the monkey. So toes go under, you're going up. So technically, the front foot is lined with the left shoulder, and the knees lined with the right shoulder, just shoulder width apart. And you're reaching up. Reach up, feel it. You might feel it here. You might feel it in your low back. Arms can go out if you like. You can look forward if you like. Or you can look up. I don't keep the arms parallel. I go out a little bit. And then wherever you are, which I wasn't doing, keep the hands, fingers as wide as you can get them. Middle fingers are pointing straight up. Sometimes I forget to do what I even say to do. I'm focused on instructing more than the actual routine. Hey, the dog, what time is it? 5:51. He's a little late. Well, no, he's not really late for Saturday. Yay. Now you're going to go to the high lunge. So palms go down with the back leg. Get the leg as straight as you can so the knee goes off the floor. Do the best you can here. Leg as straight as you can. Front knee is not over the toes. Back is straight. If it's straight, you're reaching out. If it's arched, you're going up. Do the best you can. Maybe you're to your fingertips. Maybe you're up like this. But wherever you are, settle, accept, and just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Again, just because you commit to it, you're like, no, I'm perfect here. Just because you get there and it's becoming too much, listen to your body. You're still learning to listen. Even if it's becoming easier, go into it a little bit more. Get a little bit straighter. Now, left foot is over to the right side. It's for the pigeon. It's a foot down from the hand. So 12 inches down from the hand. Flatten the back foot. I'm not even in the center of the mat anymore. And you go fall on top of the leg. So hip bones are square. And you fall on top of the leg. Now here, you're learning acceptance. Just let the body go where the body goes. Again, maybe you're leaning a little bit. That's okay. That's where you are. It's all about your mind. Now palms go to the floor, pushing up, and you're arching. So you're scooping, pushing forward. Think of the hip bones, get them square, pushing. Do the best you can. Just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. There it goes. The dog barking. Now that dog bark, he barked so much for 100 days straight that when he doesn't show up, I get kind of like, man, where is he at? I like him. I was gonna say I love him, but I never seen him. Don't even know. I don't know if somebody's walking the dog, so you're gonna fall back. I don't know if somebody's walking the dog. I think it's a neighbor just lets him out. Just sink into the pose. And then one more time, palms to the floor, bring yourself up, pushing, scooping. Think of the hip bones, pushing forward. Head dropping back if you can. Now we're going to go to the high lunge. So you bring yourself out of the pose, out of the stretch first, curl toes under in the back, and then you're going to get the left foot up between the hands. We're not going to stay in high lunge. You're going to settle here, use it as a transition pose. Then move into standing forward bend. So palms to calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down. Focusing on the breathing. Thinking nothing else but the breathing. And palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. And pause out, push your air down and out, exhale. And then you're going to go to mountain pose. Settle in the mountain pose. Skeleton is just standing. So if you were just your skeleton, so line it up. So you elongate and line up the bones. Now we're going to do one more sun salutation. Then we'll end it with the mountain pose. And with this sun salutation, we're going to move a little bit faster. So when the body's opening up, and I'll explain this as we go through, you're inhaling as much as you can. And when we close up the body, you're exhaling as much as you can. And you're going to follow that breathing pattern, focusing on that breathing pattern. And that is what allows the movements to become more than just movements, more than just stretches, more than just, hey, let's do the sun salutation. It's becoming a form of a moving meditation. Palms are together. Push the arms out, up and back, and just focus on the breathing. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale. As you exhale, hinge forward from the lower back. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Then left foot is back into a low lunge, opening up. Low lunge, stop the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Inhaling. Inhale as much as you can. And then you're going to exhale, pushing yourself into downward dog. Get all the air out. Really push into it. And then you're going to slide into the upper dog. Inhale. We're modifying how you have to. Remember, opening up is a mindset. So no matter where you are, you're inhaling, opening up. And then you're going to exhale, pushing into downward dog. Push all the air out. Then left foot is up between the hands. Inhale. Opening up. Then standing forward bent. Exhale. Push all the air out. Pull yourself in and down. And the palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. And then exhale. And then back to mountain pose. Now, with mountain pose, remember, toes go up. Spread the toes as well as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Feet are shoulder width apart. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Arms relaxed. No tension in the shoulders or the arms. And just focus on the breathing. Here, you're just watching yourself breathe, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. You do that. There's many ways to do it, but two good ways. You inhale, the belly swells with air. And you exhale, the belly goes in. Just watch that. Bring the focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Just pick one, stick with it, and watch yourself breathe. Because you're already breathing automatically. So you're just watching it, not controlling it. It's very natural to start watching yourself breathe and start controlling it. But let go of control and just watch it. So we're going to stay here just a little bit longer. So go ahead and watch yourself breathe. Bring the palms together. Namaste. And that's it. So that's 106, number 106 YouTube Live Yoga routines or routine. I can't see the clock. Can't see the camera. I have a computer there. I can't see myself. And can't see the calendar. I know that's a pillow. I know those are my chips, my sandals. I'm not my sandals, my slippers. And it feels good outside. So I will see you tomorrow for number 107. YouTube Live Yoga Routine at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. Namaste, peace and love.